elections. Pakistan is not a democracy like India. It's not even like Nepal. It's not even like Bangladesh. It's not even like Sri Lanka. It's like any other democracy. It's a hard state, but democracy is subservient to the army. The army has the final say. Going by the current developments, Nawaz Sharif's party is all set to form the government. Our conversation will be divided into 4 parts. First, Nawaz Sharif's comeback and rise of Maryam Nawaz. Second, shape of Pakistan's economy. Third, regional representation. And fourth, army's hand. But the most important aspect in terms of our talk points, Nawaz Sharif, Imran Khan and Asim Munir. That's the way we're going to go about it. There'll be a couple of bites I'm going to play. In studio, I'm joined by Sandeep Punithan, editor of News9 Plus, and I'll also be joined in the show. And let me tell you, I'm very happy that not only we will have bites from Pakistan that we have been able to get, but I will also be joined by, in the show, Ambassador Veena Sikri, Lieutenant General Rakesh Sharma and Muhammad Ali Beg, Research Fellow, Institute of Strategic Studies, Islamabad, Pakistan. But before I go any further, since we have organized some data, I'll put that on air and then I'll come back to the conversation because it's about Pakistan election. Let's have some clarity. It's different from India. Let me walk to the screen first. It's the 12th general election in Pakistan. 12th general election. 128 million people can vote. It's not like India. 128 million people can vote. India has a bigger, I would say, population. Civilian leaders have ruled directly for 16 years. Let me explain. Let me explain this. When I say civilian leaders, what I mean is, for now civilian leaders, not for the all time, for now. 16 years they have directly ruled Pakistan now. Then let's move forward. 521 candidates. 521 candidates. I'll give you the brief description also. We'll divide into subparts. 4,806 male candidates. Patriarchy is a problem. Representation of women is a bigger problem. 312 female candidates. Minuscule. 167 registered political parties in Pakistan. I'm not going to get into the details, but 10 are very significant. 10 are important. Roughly 10 are important. Then 69 male voters. In India, in Telangana, female voters are more than male voters. But this is the national figure for Pakistan. 59 million female voters. So there's a gap of 10 million. 1 crore. 51.9% turnout in 2018 election is not much. Should have been higher. It was a different election, Imran Khan and all that jazz, but nonetheless. Let's go further. 90,582 polling stations in Pakistan. India, it's huge, there's no comparison with India. Indian democracy is like a dance. It's like Shivji ki Baraat, everyone is there. Now, 336 lawmakers in the National Assembly. It has a different composition. 266 members are directly elected, elections. But 10 seats are reserved for minorities, and in that 60 seats are reserved for women. That, if you compile it, it becomes 366, 134 is the halfway mark to form the government. In India, it is 271. Now, this is very important. This is very important. Punjab, 140 seats. You win Punjab, you win Pakistan. It's like India, when you say, you sweep UP, half the job is done. You sweep UP and Bihar, 70% of the job is done. Sindh has 61 seats. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 45 seats. And now, Baluchistan, let's stay here. 16 seats. It can be a nation. It could have been a nation. But 16 seats only. The big province of Baluchistan. And the delimitation issue has become problematic, but maybe for other debate, Islamabad Capital Territory, 3 seats. So this is the basic layout, states. Now, who are the major players? Who are these players? So we will be showing you the major players. He is the player. He is not the major player. He is the player. He got the third lifeline. Third. Benazir Bhutto got 2. He has got third. Then PTI affiliates. I am not using the PTI because PTI it's not fighting elections. So I have said PTI affiliates. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, the dynast. Though Mariam is also a dynast. ANP led by Asfandar Ali Khan, important. Then there are other shades, MQMP, Jamaat-e-Islami. There are a number of parties. I will not go into those minor details. Baluchistan party, just Baluchistan Awami party, just for the representation. These are the major players. Now, let me come down to other data. Economy. Inflation is at 30%. 40% people below the poverty line. Debt to GDP ratio at 72%. Both nations were born at the same time. $3 billion loan from IMF, but that's not important. This is the story. 23rd fund program for Pakistan since 1958. So, compare it with India. A different life journey. Compare Pakistan with Bangladesh. A different life journey. Bangladeshi economy is now far more powerful than Pakistan, such a small state. But the sort of business which Bangladesh has done is also an example to the Indian MSMEs, the sort of manufacturing they have done. So Bangladesh is a successful example. So let me straight away go to Sandeep Punithan. Sandeep, why do you think that Nawaz got the third lifeline?
Oh, it's simple, Kartikeya. There's a revolving door in Pakistan, and exactly what the military did with Imran Khan or with Nawaz Sharif in 2018. Let's not forget, Nawaz Sharif was the most popular politician in Pakistan. He was the lion of the Punjab province, and you had him being removed unceremoniously on corruption charges, Panama Gate, all of that thing, and then Imran Khan was brought in, and now 5 years later, the washing machine of GHQ Rawalpindi has dry cleaned Nawaz Sharif. It's brought him back into the reckoning. Imran Khan is in the clinker. So there's that amazing washing machine in Pakistan, which not only tarnishes politicians, which targets them, but it also cleans them every few years. And that's what we are witnessing here, Kartikeya.
Okay, now let me go across to Ambassador Sikri. So Sandeep says that Pakistan it's like a revolving door. Prime Minister Modi visited Pakistan in his tenure. If I'm not wrong, he was in Afghanistan. Then we journalists and we were in newsroom, and we were told that he has landed there. And then some could have food, some couldn't have the food. That has been depicted. But madam, my question to you is that will it be different from India if Nawaz Sharif becomes the Prime Minister, or is it going to be the same thing?
Well, I think first of all, we have to understand that what we have in Pakistan is not elections, but selection. So the selection of the Prime Minister is what is going to happen. And just as in 2018, it was a great popularity of Imran Khan, but he was a candidate of the army. And then because his popularity became so much, he thought he could forget about the army, but certainly you cannot in Pakistan. And so he got rid of, and now Nawaz Sharif, who was exiled in 2018 for corruption and hundreds of cases against him, but he was allowed to go abroad and live in London. He's been brought back and the cases against him have been dropped, and he's going to become the Prime Minister. So obviously, when we're talking about policy towards India, it is the army that you have to look at.